Hi everyone, this is Olga and I wanted to show you a tag that I created using the Prima doll stamps, and I've been having so much fun using these stamps. I am dying to get the new stamps that just came out from Prima, but I told myself before I ordered any of the new stamps that I want to make sure that I start using the ones that I got, the old ones that I got. And because I have them, but I haven't used them very much. I want to say I used them maybe like 2 or 3 times, and so I want to use them before I start ordering the new ones. Although I'm dying to get them, but yeah. So what I did was I took the Prima doll stamp and I stamped it on some script paper from Seven Gypsies that I had in my stash, and then after I stamped it, I did the hair with some a Copic marker, and then I stamped it again using these square fabric pieces that I got on eBay a while back when I was sewing, because I was gonna create a blanket, and actually a quilt, I'm sorry, and I wanted my quilt to have all these different prints, like zebra print, leopard print, and what I wasn't sure if it was gonna work at first when I first stamped it, but because the fabric is so thin like paper, I think that's probably why it works so well. But I had no problem. I stamped it and then I cut it, and then like after I cut it, I just Mod Podged it down, and I also did the the headband, and I just love the way it came out. And then like after I did that, I just distressed the edges. I colored her shoes with the brown Copic marker. And now the paper that I used here was a sunset paper from Prima. What I like about the paper is that it has no image, and so it's good for like mixed media. And what I did was I used a stencil that I have, and I sprayed with the Lindy spray, and I always forget the name. And so I did that, and I like the shimmer that it has in the background. And it also has some texture because I use a little bit of my texture paste. And then I use a little piece of canvas that I've been coloring my canvas different colors with my sprays. And I've been ripping them in different pieces so I could use them in different projects. And I put some flat back pearls. And then I also took this paper from the paper, and I just cut it out, and I distressed the edges with some vintage photos. And then I fussy cut this little bee from the Prima Almanac collection, and then I used some lightweight chipboard, and I Mod Podged the paper, distressed the edges again with the vintage photo. And then I came and I used some chipboard so I could use it for the actual doll, because I wanted the doll to like rise. I wanted to have it like some I didn't want it to just lay flat, and so I just used the chipboard so it could just so you could just have some I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it's too late, guys. I'm so sorry. But anyways, I used some chipboard, and then I also fussy cut this little clock also from the paper, the Prima Almanac. And now this little fabric piece here, which I don't know what it's called. I got this from a recollection bling set or something that I got a while back at Michael's, and I just love it because it has like sticky side in the back already. It has like the glue, and I put it down there. And then I got this here that I had in my stash from some crochet, because I do a lot of crocheting as well, and so I just used it here so I could tie up my my tag. And then I took some cheesecloth and I sprayed it with some Lindy spray, and then I used this spray that I had in my stash. And then I started to do my little cluster of flower, and this flower right here in the middle with the little bling I created using one of my physics dies. And I just gave it some shape. And now these two cabbage flowers right here I got from my good friend Achana, and I hope I'm saying her name right. And she is such a wonderful, wonderful, sweet person. She has a Facebook page where she sells all Prima goodies, and she has beautiful flowers from Wild Orchid Craft. Anything that you need for your crafting, she has, and I will have her link down below. She also has a store where she sells all her goodies. I will have the link down below as well, so you can go over and check her out. She also has a YouTube channel, and it's called What a Memory. She does amazing projects, so you could go over and check her out, and you can see all her beautiful projects, and you could also see some of the things that she carries in her store. And so yeah, so I have all the links down below so you could go over and check her out. And so I use these beautiful flowers that I got from her store. And now this flower right here I had in my stash. And now these two white flowers right here are from Wild Orchid Craft. And now these little hip roses I created. And what I did was I used the diamond dyes, the must-have die, and I showed a video. I showed in one of my videos, I showed the die that has the bird, the butterfly, and the flower. And the smallest, well, there's a small flower and there's a medium flower. The medium flower, what I did was I cut it out like 3 times, and I just started shaping them. After I put like a little wire in the middle, and I just created these little hip roses, and I love them because they look like little hip roses. And then I just tucked one in there, another one right here, and then I made another one right here. And I'll have the link to diamond dyes, and I also have the link to the dye that I use to create these hip roses. But I've been doing a lot of different colors. I have them like in red and white and green. I mean, like different colors, and I love the way it looks. Because, you know, sometimes you want to, you know, a little flower or a little rose to tuck in certain places that it looks empty, and, you know, you don't have it. So you can just create your own whatever color you want to match your project. And so that's what I did here. And so I just wanted to show you guys that. And also here, I wanted to use the skeleton leaves, but the ones I had are too big. And so I didn't want to use the ones that I had because they were too big. So what I did was I took a wire and I shaped it like a leaf. And then after I shaped it, I took one of the skeleton leaves and I glued it right on top of the wire that I shaped. And then I just cut the edges. And then after I cut the edges, and then I painted it with some gold paint, and I just created it. And so if you look like in the back, it's a wire, and they're nice and hard. So I like that. And I just love the look that it gave my my little flower. And you know, like, you know, when I use the skeleton, it just like, when I use the skeleton leaves, it's like, they're like flat. And now that I could use the wire, it just gave it a different look, and I just love the way it looked. And so if you guys want me to show you guys how I created it, so you guys could, it was real easy. I just took a wire, and like I said, I shaped it, and then after I shaped it, I just glued the skeleton leaf, and then I just cut the edges, you know, cut around it, and then I just painted it. And that was it. And so it was really easy. So yeah, just wanted to show you guys my tag, and hopefully I'll start making a little more videos now that everything is getting back to normal here around the house. And so I hope you guys enjoy my video. And yeah, so feel free to leave a comment if you wish, and have a good night, everyone. Bye.